can't see me for real. It's dark as I don't know what. But I can show you the pretty view. Do y'all see my face mask? Hey, Jesus! I love Periscope. I can see my face. Oh my God, I remind myself of dead presidents. This is getting out of control. I don't even know why Periscope would come up with something for somebody like me to be playing around. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Isn't that a beautiful view, guys? I think it's a beautiful view. Oh, look at that. I love it. I love it. I don't have anything major going on, guys. I just wanted to, I had a big day on social media today. I'm in the dark because that's what my whole Periscope is about. It's about being alone. A lot of you girls are single because you don't want to be alone. You don't know how to take a down period. Some of you, your businesses are not excelling because you need to take a down period. I had to take a down period. I had to take 7 days and then 7 more days to think about some things. And out of that thought, number one, came my grand post today of me being married. A lot of people want to ask, well, Noella, what gives you the right to give anybody advice? Well, like I put out there on social media today, because I'm married and happily separated. It's true. Sometimes, married women don't want to take advice from single women, and single women don't want to take advice from married women and all that shit. And basketball players don't want to take advice from baseball players and all that shit. But it boils down to this. You always want to listen to anybody that speaks to you. Advice is not free, and it's a lot of energy. So anytime somebody gives you any type of advice, even if it's from a crazy person or somebody you think is just stark raving mad, you always take a little bit with you and store the rest. I mean, just like every time you see something on social media, it's not for you to respond. Sometimes it's just for you to take a mental note. In life as well, I'm certified to give you the information that I give you because I've lived it. You have a lot of women out there giving advice and they haven't done anything but woke up, and maybe they have good voices, or maybe, they're funny, or their character can show, but there's not a lot of people that can give you truth based on experiences. A lot of people say, well, no, Ella, it's just your experience. Actually, you know what? When I put the post up today about me being happily married and separated for basically all of maybe 13 years. I've been married for 15, but I've been separated for 12, maybe 11. I don't know. I don't even know my age, so let's not do the math on that. But it qualifies me. It qualifies me to come out with a book, Secrets of a Happy Mistress, because I was a mistress, because I let my husband deal with other women who were his mistresses. That's just the shit that I can talk about. And I want to talk about it, and I want to share it with it, because there's a lot of women out there today that are in situations with their husbands, and they are just distraught. Number one, it's not supposed to destroy your marriage. You have to be mind, body, and soul 100% with yourself. When you have unconditional love, ladies and men, you can basically do whatever you want to do, okay? I can be married and happily separated because, you know what? I don't want to take anything from my husband, okay? I want him to be well. I want him to do great things. I want whomever he decides to be with. We're not compatible. It's about being adults sometimes when you're married. And sometimes when you're married, it isn't love. It might be business, If you look at the celebrities, Jay-Z and Beyonce, perfect example. Baby girl did not love Jay-Z when they first got together. At least we don't see it in the spotlight. And as a counselor, as a person who has studied psychology, body movements and all that, she was Queen Bee. But even Queen Bee had to step down and say, you know what? These bitches want my man. So now you see her doing a little bit more, This goes into the whole private post that I put up yesterday. Hey, it's nothing wrong with being private, but don't have me as a fan leading me on talk about you private and you ain't really private. If you're private, you're just not going to be on social media, I don't think. I think maybe you're going to have somebody else posting. You might post about your business, but there are people that are really, really private. Will and Jada Smith. Let me tell you something. Those are some private motherfuckers. Goldie Hawn is very private. What is the guy she deals with? Because I also like to use her as a great example of how some people don't even need a ring. You know what I'm saying? Marriage is a communion and a commitment of two people. I mean, that's it. It doesn't matter who you bring into your marriage or whatever. It's still between two people, and you have to want to grow. You have to say, marriage is about saying, this is the person that I'm going to go through all my flaws with, and, you know, however it ends up, it ends up. It's not, okay, I see this person's flaws, and I don't want to deal with it, this, that, and the third. Marriage is a very hard but simple thing, okay? It's very simple if you know how to communicate. These are things that you guys have to know, okay? Secrets of a Happy Mistress. Order it on Amazon.com today, okay? Y'all already know I'm the conservative whore. Whore stands for working hard on riches and egos. Now, Ella, why would you have that name? I have that name, number one, because nobody else does, okay? I'm very different in what I do. Nobody else has the courage to take a word like whore and, number one, see it in a positive light. When you have a positive, you have a negative. And when you have a negative, you always have a positive. Don't ever think a negative situation is going to stay a negative situation. And always remember, a positive situation can turn negative at any moment. So it's really give and take. So, like I said, the conservative whore, that is my brand. It's been my brand since 2008. I started out just blogging, and then I went from blogging to Blog Talk Radio, and then from there, it just blew up. Of course, I am the most consistent, inconsistent internet personality you will ever know, okay? But just know when I do come back from a hiatus, it's always some good stuff. A lot of people are asking me, were you really a mistress? Yes, I was, okay? And I was a very good goddamn one, okay? Let me tell you that much. The secret to being a happy mistress, more than anything, is to shut your goddamn mouth, okay? This is not your man. If you're a man, then you are a Miss Hiss, okay? A Miss Hiss. You should not be running your mouth, okay? This is really why things fall apart in all relationships, because somebody has to run their mouth. And sometimes you just run your mouth to the wrong people. Even though I want to give you guys book number 2, volume 2, Secrets of a Happy Mistress, I don't know if I need to put my book out, 25 Reasons to Shut the Fuck Up. Some of y'all got diarrhea of the mouth and just can't stop. I have diarrhea of the mouth, but I'm trying to get paid off my diarrhea of the mouth. Some of y'all just be talking to hear your goddamn self speak. I need y'all to stop that. And I also need you guys to check your breath. All you have to do, my cousin sent me this, you just lick your wrist and you smell it, okay? Once you smell that, if it don't smell right, then I want you to practice hygiene. That's what I want you to do. Y'all know I ramble. I go on and on. Can y'all see that? Y'all see that light? Every night that light is there. Don't start laughing, D. Warhol. It's there. You see it, right? Okay. I'm not bugging. You see it? Every night. And then it's going to be an up. There goes the second one. There it goes. Do y'all see it? Y'all can't see it that good. But when you're on the 25th floor, you know, you have a lot of things to look at. I got water to look at. I got land. I got cars. I got buildings. And I be in the sky. I'm always looking out the window, and I swear something is going on every darn night. It must be about 8:30, 9 o'clock. I kind of Periscope kind of early. I have to get my timing right. Y'all just work with me, okay? I would turn the light on so y'all can see my face, but I'm beautifying right now. And my cousin would probably have a heart attack if I do another Periscope with a goddamn face mask on. Let me tell y'all something. I don't care. I will go outside in a face mask, okay? When I need to deep clean my pores, I need to deep clean. I live in the city, honey. It's a lot of stuff floating around in the air, and I talk to a lot of people on a daily basis. I talk a lot, okay? I mean, even on the dating sites, I think I'm just really up there. Dating sites? Yeah. No, Ella, what the hell are you doing on the dating sites? Listen. I got to get material from somewhere. And on top of it, it's a good way to learn people. Some of y'all women might need to make profiles and just go up there so you can learn men, okay? Some of you might need to go to your mamas so you can learn yourself, okay? I'm just saying. If you don't want to do the date, and maybe you need to get back in touch with yourself, talk to your parents, your mama, your daddy, see how you was as a baby. You know, I don't know, because some of y'all is just fucked up in the world. Oh, so I got an email today. Let me share an email with you guys, because I haven't shared any emails in a long time. So I got an email, right? And basically, the young lady, she is engaged. She had a couple of questions. One was basically, how long do I think an engagement should be? Listen, I won't engaged, okay? When a mug wanted to marry me, we just got married. I don't know about engagement. Black people are different. You know, we meet somebody on a Monday. By Friday, we together. By next Friday, somebody's pregnant. You know what I'm saying? And that's the engagement. The engagement is the baby in your womb. So I don't know. Regular engagements, I mean, that's just up to the person. I mean, an engagement can last a long time. I know some people that say that's not correct. The engagement should be short. It shouldn't take a man forever to figure out when he wants to get married. I mean, it is sometimes the men that take a long time to figure out if they want to get married. I'm still trying to figure out if I want to get married, and I'm already married. So look at that shit. Jeez. Marriage is really a good thing. Let me say this, because I think some people think that I am against marriages. I am for marriage. I am for marriage. Number one, with somebody you really, really want to be with, okay? Y'all know looks fade away. Some people are blessed to look 20 all of their life, but some of us aren't, okay? It's fine. It shouldn't be based on looks. And to be honest, it really shouldn't be based on love. It should be based on, can you grow? Okay? Can you grow? Not even love, because sometimes love doesn't even come to play until way, 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 way down the line. So, getting back to the email, the girl, she had the issue with being engaged, and then it was a situation where basically there was a wedding and an event, and she was basically saying that, her fiance didn't show up to the wedding, and she didn't know how to feel about it, because she wasn't the only one. There was a couple of other people there, but she was like, she did feel a way. Should her man have come with her? You know what? I'm going to be honest. I think that, let me just tell you about me, okay? I could tell you more so what maybe you could do if I just tell you what I would have done, okay? First of all, you're not going to be my partner or anything, and I have any type of event and you don't come. Your black ass is coming everywhere that I go. Especially if it's something with my elders or my parents or something like that, there's nothing more important than family. My man is not going to have an event and I don't go. Even if it's something like a stop and buy or something like that, it is never going to be no time that somebody say there is no Face man, and y'all see me out and about, being fabulous as I am, without my face mask, y'all, without my face mask. Me being fabulous as I am by myself, and I'm claiming to have a man. I don't think that's proper. I don't think I was really raised like that. And then once I got with a certain type of man, yeah, we went out together and we did things together. We didn't wear those corny little shirts, I'm his, hers crap, but we pretty much went together everywhere. So my answer to you would be to talk to him. And sometimes it might be that guys feel, I know a couple of guys that deal with girls, and if there's something like a wedding or a baby shower, they don't want to go because they don't want the girl to get fever. Yeah, I got quiet because this shit is really going on. A woman can get wedding fever or just like get baby fever without being in an event. That can just be popped in her head one morning, and then you got to deal with that until she's over, ready to have the baby. Even if she probably can't have babies, all women catch baby fever unless she's just some just hateful woman of the world. So that's where that comes in. That's how I feel about that. You can't force anybody. You should always want to see what that person wants to do. Okay, I used to play a lot of games with men that I dealt with, like for instance, bringing them into my space. The first time you come over, it used to be first time I have everything for you. If you drinked, if you smoked, if you did, if you liked a certain type of movie, I would have already had those things over for you to be comfortable. That is good. Now, the second time, maybe I'll cook something really good. You know what I'm saying? Put it this way. When you come to my house, I am an entertainer. However, after the third time that you come to my house as a man, you shouldn't be coming empty-handed. You shouldn't come empty-handed at all, but will excuse you the first time because you were invited. But after the next time and you are not invited and you invite yourself, you should always be a gentleman. Women, stop dealing with these men that aren't gentlemen, okay? I love me a man, a man's man. I mean, not too much muscles, but just right. But I want him to be a man's man. Open up my door, bring me chocolates, flowers, whatever it is that men are supposed to do. These new niggas, that's what I call them. These new niggas, can I get some hearts? Can I get some hearts? No hearts? Nobody will give me no hearts? Nobody wants to give me no hearts? Can y'all see me? Don't nobody want to give me no hearts? This is crazy. No, I can't get no heart. Y'all wrong. So, what I was saying. What was I saying? Y'all threw me off track without the hearts. I was saying these new niggas. These new niggas and these new bitches, I think they are ruining the world. Okay? All of the new chicks, they just want to be plastic. I think from a very young age, they're teaching the girls about plastic. I saw something crazy on Facebook. If I was in front of my computer, I would have been able to share it with you. There are a lot of things that we are teaching our children, and then they're young, and then they go teach other children. There's a video going around right now about, I believe the babies are in Africa, it seems like, or maybe even Jamaica. Jamaica, they don't have shoes on their foot. They're just off the hook, and they're dancing, but that dance is provocative. I don't condone it, but I understand it. You have to remember this culture, they've been dancing like this for a long time. And 9 times out of 10, I don't think the grown-ups that are around, I don't think they feel a way. I think I feel more, I don't condone it. No kids can be around me dancing like that. I don't even want to be around the teenagers dancing like that because it's too much. I don't go to reggae clubs because they have changed and they are soft porn videos. That's what they are. They're soft porn videos. So I don't go to those clubs either because I don't want, it just looks like they're fucking. I'm sorry. I don't want to see that. I want to, if you're going to dance, but all the rubbing up all close together, it's just a lot. It just looks like at any second somebody's going to pull out their wiener, and then the girl's going to open up her legs, and it's going to be a whole nother situation. So I try to stay away from that. So also in the question, just stay with me. The young lady also in the email, she wanted to know basically, when should she cut off her engagement? My question would be to you, sweetheart, thank you for following, is why do you want to cut off the engagement? Are you cutting off the engagement because you don't think you're going to get married? Are you cutting off the engagement because what are you cutting it off for? Are you tired of being engaged? Is it not working? Your relationship has it changed drastically since you've gotten engaged for the worse? Those are some of the things that you need to think about. Get a piece of paper and put it all down. And you should be doing that anyway. I had said something about it yesterday on my Sunday post about Boris Kojo. Is that his name? Does anybody know Nicole Williams and her husband? Do you know their it's Boris Kojoff? I think it is. Well, Boris Kojoff on the Breakfast Club recently were talking about men and how men can attract their woman. And basically he was saying that what men need to do is they need to get a paper and a pen, and they need to write down everything that they want in their woman, whatever it is, right? And he said after you write that list, turn to yourself and ask yourself, are you prepared for that type of woman? I say it to my female friends all the time, but to see or hear a man tell other men that was powerful for me. Because men don't look at it. It's always us. It seems like we have to make sure that we're correct in finding a man. But does the man have to make himself correct? Well, I think the man should already be correct. And let me just say this, ladies and men. None of us are correct until we get right with God, okay? Plain and simple. And I mean this by this. You can meet Mike, and you and Mike are okay, right? But you and Mike are going through whatever all the time, this, that, and the third, something, and you don't know if it's right, and whatever. Well, I don't know, for some reason, you wake up, and you say, you know what, I'm going to go to church. And while you're going to church and whatever, you're like, oh, you're thinking about Mike. You're praying about Mike, and you want Mike to come into God's way, and, whatever. Mike don't want to go. You can't be mad at Mike because maybe he hasn't been touched yet. God did not say, now is your time to study the word. Everybody don't get touched the same. Y'all do know that, right? Everybody doesn't get touched the same. So, Mary is praying. Her man is still not praying. But Mary's still going to pray for her and her man, praying. Then, some great act of God, the man comes and he wants to pray with his wife. Well, you just made your communion stronger because God has touched both of you and both of you had accepted. So now you have something more in common than just paying bills and kids. Okay? Now you have God in the midst, and the major things that will just blow your mind when they change, they will be different. Marriage is very serious. Let me say I can say this. The marriage is just your foundation. Okay? You can add things and you can take away things, you can do whatever you want to do with your marriage. It's not going to work though if nobody's being honest, or if people have other people in your business. Now, y'all know when y'all get married, it says in the books, once the woman takes a husband, the mother and the father are no longer ahead of her. Her husband is. A lot of women don't know you're getting married. Your husband is the head of your household. Okay? God is in control of the whole house. But your man is the head of your household. You have to treat him with such. If men work all day, it's for you to clean your house. Some of y'all clean your nasty ass house, okay? Clean your corners. Get that stuff out of your corners that you never think about. You have to do a really good cleansing to your home for you and your man, okay? You have to do that. You have to, I know I say this all the time, but you have to really, really communicate with your other. Men are hard up. They don't want to communicate. That's fine. Start writing letters, okay? Write the letters and then read them to him if you have to. But you have to get your lines of communication straight and thorough. Okay? Got to get it straight and thorough. Now, did I finish the email? I think I did finish everything. I think everything I covered. I couldn't tell you when you should get married. That's going to be up to you. If you want to get ready. I mean, it just depends. How do you want your wedding? Are you going down to the Justice of the Peace? Can somebody help you? Put together a wedding. It's just how you do it. And never pressure, ladies. Listen, let me tell you something. Never pressure a man to be with you. Do not do that. Your marriage will suck from the beginning to the end. It will suck. Never force a man or woman to be with you. Not in sex, not in love, not in marriage, not in anything. Don't even force a motherfucker to hang out with you. If a person does not want to be bothered with you, then you have to learn to leave them alone. You have to. In your marriage, if you are married and your husband is bothering you, just walk away. That's all you have to do from a man, just walk away. But no, guys, seriously. The conservativewhore.com. I'm everywhere. This is Periscope, but I'm also on Twitter as the Conserve Whore. Now, my mentor, Mr. Darcy, he says the Conswore. However it's comfortable for you to say it, you can say it. But you always can just say no LFA. That's my name. You can follow me Twitter, IG, Tumblr. I am on LinkedIn. I'm in LinkedIn, no LFA. I would love for you to just follow me all over internet land because I am all over. Some things are, coming up and swinging around. I guest contribute to Southern Tea Magazine. Check them out, based out of Louisiana. I always get that a little confused. Louisiana. Out there, Destiny Livings is doing a pretty big thing, taking the magazine to the next step. You'll catch me in there from time to time doing ghost contributions. Also, Raleigh Stand Up. Your girl is now on Choice FM 92.1. Yay! 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 With Cool Out Starts. That's what I'm doing. Commentating on everything and anything. Sometimes serious, sometimes not so serious. Just depends on the topic. The topic today was guns. That was the topic. We'll talk about that in a minute. And listen, I'm getting tired of what's the girl name on the black ink? Duchess, Princess, whatever her name is. I'm getting sick of her. I want her to use some Vaseline. I don't know if she smokes, but she needs some Vaseline or some lip scrubs because it's not working for her. I'm not really starting to like her character. When she came on, she was okay, but this new girl, I'm not really feeling. So I don't know how Caesar's gonna deal with that, or even if they're going to deal with each other. I think she's gonna wind up moving down back to North Carolina, and he's probably gonna stay up here. If not, but if anything, because she's so up and down. I didn't watch. What is the other show? Love Hip Hop, LA. I didn't watch that. I'll catch that tomorrow. I'm not interested in them. I'm not going to be interested in any of them until they realize that they're all like 50, looking a hot damn mess. How about that? A hot damn mess. You still got Soulja Boy, then you got the girls fighting. It's just, what are y'all fighting for? Why are y'all fighting over dick? How many men is it in the world? Why do you have to fight over dick? Because you don't see too many men fighting over women. So why are y'all still doing it? I'm just trying to figure it out. I am. There's a lot of other stuff I need to figure out too. But like I said, you can go onto Amazon.com and you can order The Secrets of a Happy Mistress. Deemed the Bible for Mistresses, Solutions for Husbands, and a Guide for Wives. Why would you say it's a guide for wives? Because it might show you some things that you never even thought about. It might make you open up your mind a little bit more about your husband, because there's a lot of women that don't know about their husband. That's the purpose of a mistress. And at one point, I don't know if I told you guys a while back, that a mistress was really a good thing. The mistress was the person that came. She was the cleanup woman. She came and cleaned up the mess. You can't get your little thing up? Well, let me call the mistress, because I know she can do it. Okay? I can't do that. Oh, I can't have no baby? Let me just call the mistress, because she's going to have a whole bunch of babies. Oh, the mistresses was even giving pleasure to the wives, because they weren't getting it from their husbands. It was the mistress that helped the whole family. And that's a powerful thing. It's a powerful thing to be able to come into someone's home and clean up their goddamn mess. That's beyond powerful. And those things are going on. Why did you bring your book out? Well, I brought it out because I just had enough of people bashing women that came out as mistresses. Don't get me wrong, they should have gotten bashed because they could have just kept their mouth closed, okay? But I guess they wanted to be vengeful or maybe spiteful or whatever. Now, I talk about in my book, like, you don't have to end, okay? I was a mistress to this guy, and now we're good friends. We're very, very good friends. He even calls me for advice on when he's going through with his wife. Yeah, they do that. Yeah, they do that. But I guess that's better than going off and cheating with another woman. So I think you pick your battles wisely. Soon I'll have an event here in New York put together where I'll be discussing the book. Kind of like a book tour, I guess I'm going to get started. I have to talk to my management team about that. Or my team, rather, my PR team. If you know anybody out there in Atlanta, I'm looking for a manager. We'll talk about that more tomorrow. So I just wanted to take a little snippet, like I said, just to talk about being married and how long being married and the things that you go through in your marriage. My husband taught me a lot of things. Even though we can't stand each other, he taught me really, really, really how to be a woman, because I was married at a young age. I was married at 19 years old. So I didn't have a whole lot of time for somebody to teach me anything. I just had my own parents. And it gave me a solid foundation of what marriage should be. Okay. My dad, personally, never yelled at my mom, never cursed at her, never anything derogatory. So, of course, naturally, as a woman growing up, I'm not going to be used to any of that. And in my later life, guess what? I don't even deal with people like that. Once I see a person getting aggravated, your voice has to elevate. It's not for me. It's not for me, because it doesn't have to be that way. I understand too that sometimes women have been through so much, and some of that so much is because of them, because sometimes we do create our own fucked up situations. But anyway, you have women that deal with it all the time, but you don't have to deal with it. You don't have to deal with it. If it's not working for you, open up your mouth, communicate, give yourself some space, and then try to come back and tackle it again. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to stay anywhere where somebody is dogging you out. I don't care what you have. I don't care how many cribs you have. I don't care how many cars you have, how much money you have. If you're not happy, you're just not happy. Period. My post today was not really to bash my husband. It was more so to put out all of the things that I've been able to do in my marriage. That's why I said I'm the happy mistress. And I'm definitely, definitely a happy wife. Because I can do what the hell I want to do. I can do it. I don't have any restraints, and I haven't had any restraints. And going forward, I won't have any restraints. So the messages that I put out to the women, it is not really, so more of trying to get on. It's just trying to get a message, especially a message to my black sisters, okay? All women of color, Caucasian, whatever, because I see them, they get flaked over too. They get flaked over. See, the Caucasian people have issues with the foreign men, like the men from Dubai. You see, they don't treat them too well. And I don't think it's a thing that because they don't treat themselves well, it's just how they do. So you have to be very careful, You got to be careful. You got to stand up for yourself. As a woman of color, listen, you don't need to do much. You really don't. I'm not saying, and that's another thing I want to say. I forgot. Really, really quick. I know I do want to say before I get over there. You can't get to marriage. Okay. You meet Jim. Jim seems like a nice guy, but Jim already back has told you some things that weren't really nice, whatever. You still want to deal with Jack. Oh my God. Look at all of the stuff in the sky. They're getting crazy now. You want to deal with Jack, and you like Jack and everything, and y'all went to dinner, and y'all, everything's going somewhat okay, and just somewhat. Y'all take it a step further, maybe a couple of months. Now you're back and forth at each other's house, and Jim has noticed some flaws already. I don't know. You have two sinks, and you leave dishes in one sink instead of taking the dishes out of both of the sinks. It's a pet peeve. What would you do? It's only two things you could do if you want to be married. As a wife, I'm just going to make sure it's all clean, period. Some women aren't like that. You have to decide what type of man that you want. You have to decide this because at some point you have to sit back and see if you are that woman. What you will get is what the person that will be with you will be a reflection of yourself. Point blank and simple. This is why on a lot of the sites, when I go up on the dating sites, my post is very simple. I am not looking for anything. I'm just up here to make it easier for my king to find me. That's it. Something very simple. So that's going to knock off 50% of the bullshit. Of what are you looking for? It's up there. I'm not looking for anything. If you're looking for something, that's fine. But I'm not looking for anything. You have to know about yourself. So if you've just gone through a breakup or you are separated from your husband or wife, don't cheat right away. First, just get in tune with yourself. See what things you need to change, because sometimes in an argument, it's just that one person thinks that the other person doesn't understand them. So in doing that, of course, it causes a problem. And then one person can't talk, cordial to the other, and all that starts to happen. And then you get to miss the point. You're frustrated, and then you just want to give up on your marriage. That's not what marriage is about. So you have to make sure that that's what you want. Make sure that's what you want. Make sure that's what you need. And it'll work out. You can be a happy mistress. You can be a married woman happily separated. These things do happen. And if you keep following me, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend. I'm all over the place. theconservative.com. On Twitter, I'm the Conserve Whore. On Periscope, I'm the Conserve Whore. You can find me everywhere. Either type that in or type in no LFA. I always come up. I think my medicine is kicking in. Feeling kind of drowsy. So I have to leave you tonight. Thanks for tuning in to my darkness. Remember, darkness is good. It's not bad at all. Cleans you up a little bit, clears your mind. Hopefully, that's what you guys are doing. Cleaning your mind. You know, sometimes when you have a bad trip with a female or male, and maybe you've been sexing them and all this, and they've been in your house, and then you break up and you're feeling whatever, it might be for you to throw away those sheets, not just clean them, throw them away. It might be for you to, of course, sweep, clean anything that that person had touched. If it's something you can throw away, throw away. Because this is how you are going to get rid of that person out of your house completely, so you can start anew and so that you can think. Just get to know yourself, y'all. That's all. I swear to you, it is fun. Well, I'll see you early in the morning. We'll find out tomorrow how many men didn't come home. Make sure you tune in to my IG, The Conservative Whore. Follow me. Go cop the book. That's what you're supposed to be doing now. I'm loving the reviews, and just follow me. There's a lot of surprises coming. Really, really quick, because it's dark. I know you guys like nice stuff for your homes. I know you do. And I know if you live in Maryland, like, you guys are exclusive up there. Well, I just want you to remember this. HomeChickHomesLiving.com. When you talk about some fly candles, Hermes candles, Versace candles, Givenchy candles, you have Fendi candles, you have everything, every label that you can think of, she can get it done. It's really cute if you're in a sorority or a fraternity. She has something for everyone. And it's inexpensive. Didn't say cheap. Inexpensive art decor for your home. Okay? Go on there, look around. She even has classes. Very important. Also, it's very important that you get into spending your money with black people. Okay? Spend your black dollars with black businesses. That is what you need to do. I said an oath yesterday that I was no longer going to buy into the higher labels. Okay? I'm going to start trying to find a young lady that does pocketbooks. And, you know, I'll pay her $400 for her pocketbooks. You know, or I won't buy a lot of these jeans that they have out, or whatever the case may be. I'll go to a black fashion designer and get my clothes. That's what I want to do. That's how I want to give back, because I'm looking at the world and I don't see how we are going to survive if we don't have anything set up for ourselves. So it's a lot that you have to think about. You got to think about that book that you're going to pick up and read. You got to think about the questions that you need to ask me after you pick up the book and read it. We're going to meet right back here tomorrow. Yes, we are. You guys have an excellent night. Remember, theconservativewhore.com. That's where you need to go for all of your conservative whore needs. Be checking out for the t-shirts. And if you need any press and bookings, TiaHartPR@gmail.com. Thanks, y'all, for just laying in the dark with me. Give y'all another little view. See the clouds and all. Such a beautiful view. I really, really thank you guys for tuning in. Noella Faye says get a good night's sleep. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Good night.